Hey guys, welcome back. Robocraft Burst Fire episode 5. I'm Enigmas, and today, intelligence gathering. That's the topic today. And no, it's not a precursor to all kinds of snide remarks about my teammates, even though that's quite often fun and entertaining for me. It's more about situational awareness. We talk about this a lot. Situational awareness is the difference between just driving around shooting at stuff and driving around with an objective and making decisions on the fly that reflect your intended objective, which is, in our case, to win, because that's how we get the RP. Now, this was one of those matches that started out, and I wasn't really feeling too good about what was happening. A lot of slow movers at the beginning. People who don't really seem too enthusiastic about doing anything that involves leaving the base circle. So I decided to push up with about half the team here, through the cave, around to the enemy side, waiting to see if bots are getting spotted, waiting to see if we can see any bots. Not really wanting to push too aggressively through here because things can go very, very badly. And one of our guys goes right down onto the base circle, which is kind of this early in the game. He starts taking fire from a railgun and he leaves. Smart that he leaves. Maybe not the best choice to go onto the base circle in the first place because it didn't really accomplish anything other than tipping off the enemy that we were here. So now, knowing that there's a railgunner up on that ridge, we're a little bit careful about abandoning our cover. We're in a position now where if he were to decide that he wanted to shoot at us, he could. He would have a straight line to us, but we're in a position where we could get to cover fairly easily. So that's kind of the first thing, situational awareness. We know coming up to this situation that there's a railgunner on the ridge, and it may seem like a pretty trivial thing, like, hey, good for you, you noticed that there's a railgunner. It makes a difference when you gather information that isn't directly related to you. Specifically, you've got a teammate getting shot by a railgunner, and use that to make decisions about what you're going to do next, which is not drive out into the open and make yourself an easy target for the railgunner. But at this point, the whole situation felt wrong. It just seemed like the longer we were there, the more enemy bots we were spotting kind of around us where they could start shooting at us, and nobody was really doing a whole hell of a lot about it. That was the thing. This is the guy that was being shot by the railgunner, as far as I recall, and he's just kind of decided, you know what, we're just going to have a little stroll. We're just going to go for a little stroll. Hanging out back here, not really going anywhere. Another situation, I kind of harp on this because it matters. This is one of the things, if you read forums, if you read Reddit, this is like job number one if you're in a firefight, is spot your targets so that the rest of your team can see what's going on. Our guys, including our Megabot, are engaged with the enemy, not really spotting anything. Not the best scenario, but we're kind of coming out a little bit ahead in this situation. It's looking a bit better for us, but it's messy. You don't feel like this was a good, solid, coordinated push. I'll take the win. It's not that important, but it just doesn't feel right. So I've come back and I've regrouped with what I thought would be the shooters, the people that were kind of coordinated and doing their thing, because I didn't feel like it with the rest of the group. And we come up here, and we've got the railgunner, and he's got a pal. And there's one thing that I wanted to point out, is that we've got the railgunner spotted. And I come around the corner, and I want to get, see, because if it's a walker, I want to get a shot. It's so much fun with plasma when you one-shot rail walkers. Because I've been a rail walker so many times and had it happen. But we come around here, and you see we've got a railgunner spotted, and if I had been paying a little bit closer to attention, I would have also noticed that, you could see the nano flashing across, indicating that it was being repaired. But now you can see the only thing that's spotted is the railgunner, but as I'm moving up here, I can actually watch his hull percentage go up. If I had not seen the medic nano beams prior to this kind of situation, I would have known ahead of time, at least, that he's got a medic with him. I only see one bot, but there's something going on with his nameplate that gives me a little bit of information that lets me make a decision moving up here that I want to do something about his medic and not just come flying around the corner blasting whatever, red tags happen to come my way. I clipped his medic pretty good with the first shot. I did over 200,000 damage, which really, really weakened him. Very important to limit the number of railguns this guy gets back between reloads, and now it's just a matter of finishing him off. So, little details that you'll learn along the way by paying attention to things that matter spell the difference between success and failure. In this case, I just got two fairly straightforward kills. The railgunner, it's difficult sometimes as a railgunner to land those close-in shots, so I'm not critical of the fact that he didn't really hit me that whole exchange, even though he had at least one working gun. but I got a couple kills. Up to this point, I hadn't really accomplished a whole lot. I was always in the wrong place at the right time. So 2 kills is cool. And now it's a plasma flyer of some sort left. There's no point in me chasing after him because I'm a plasma hover, and we don't do so well shooting down flyers. So leave it to the rest of the team, and you can see all the SMGs on the team are just going nuts on this guy. Obviously, clearly, they want him dead as badly as I do. Yeah, I'm being facetious because nobody's shooting at the damn flyer despite a megabot and other bots with SMGs. They're just kind of sitting around doing nothing. I'm on the cap, and we're going to win this one, and I'm happy. So just a few things I want to share with you, some ideas, some information you can glean from your surroundings that might help you in upcoming matches. This has been Robocraft Burstfire Episode 5. It's just a short look at stuff that happens with a little bit more focus than some of the longer match footage that I do. So if you want to be notified when I add more of these and the other Robocraft videos that I make, you can always subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on social media for notifications. Links for that are always in the information section below the video. Please leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.